Hi, everyone, and welcome to Models Talk. I'm Candace.
And this is Katerina.
And today we have Marketa Janska, who stayed true to herself even when she became a Playmate.
Yes, and she's from my home country, Czech Republic.
Wow.
Or I should say Czechia now.
Czechia now?
Yeah, now it's Czechia. Can you believe it? Let's talk to her.
Marketa, you're an actress, you're a model, you're a singer, you're a Playmate. Tell me, how did you become a Playmate?
I didn't know it was going to be a Playboy Playmate, but it kind of happened. It was kind of a surprise, but I didn't plan on it. I came to the United States when I was 20 years old, and I had a plan, but my plan didn't quite work out, so I was kind of looking for a plan B, and that was Playboy. And I called them up and I asked if they have an open call, and they filled me in next week, and it went pretty fast. I always say, like, I was in the right time in the right place.
And so you're originally from the Czech Republic?
Yes, originally.
So when you came here, did you have any challenges? Like, did you speak English well, or?
I mean, I learned English at school, and then I practiced a little bit in Europe when I was traveling and modeling as a model for about 2 years. And I got better, but I was still not confident. Like sometimes on the phone, I would not have a problem like seeing people and talking and maybe like reading their lips. But if I was on the phone, I was always like, "Can you please repeat that again and again and again?" Like, I don't get it. So the phone conversations were a little bit hard, but it took me maybe another couple of years, and then I felt comfortable and I was making friends, and I was able to just have a conversation.
Well, like, how did being a Playmate like change your life? Because I hear for some girls it's instant fame and fortune and on to bigger jobs.
Well, it did change my life completely, but I wouldn't say like fortune or like super fame. It was mild, not like super famous or anything. But I did get recognized at the airport once. So
oh, seriously?
I felt like, oh. Yeah, that was surprising, but yeah, I mean, it was great. I had a lot of fun. I was traveling a lot. They really took a good care of me, but of course I had my own struggles. Like, I always had to keep myself in good shape to fit my bunny costume, and that was always like, our, what do you call it, bunny mother, she was always like, "Marketa, we can't zip up the costume."
Oh, no.
Like, girls, come on, help me. Like, there's like 5 girls like we're trying to like
it in.
Just like zip it. I'm just like, oh. So, you have good days. Sometimes you have bad days. Depends, like, like what you have going on in your life or whatever. Like, I ate too much salt last night, or like I had a glass of wine, or I'm on my period. It's like sometimes you just don't feel like your skin is. So there was times when I had to like. Yeah.
Well, do you think that that's a thing in modeling on the whole, that it's been a challenge because there's such a way that you have to look and appear and your weight? And is that a constant challenge, or how do you feel about even having to aspire to that as a woman?
Some people, like, it's a real challenge. But I've been always eating healthy and exercising, so I'm not like starving myself. But it's definitely like putting up work, like you make yourself go to the gym or to your Pilates class. You make yourself go. It's like your job. You have to take care of your body and also it's good for your mind. I mean, it's great for you either way. Anyways, you're all over overall. But yeah, some girls are lucky than others, but I always had to work for it.
Right. It's funny because I always think about Playboy, and while everybody is so excited, I have to ask, how did your family feel about, like, your mom and your dad and everybody? When did they find out that you did Playboy, and how did they feel about it?
They're pretty open-minded. They are always like, whatever makes you happy, just do it. They don't really care. They're very cool. They're just very open-minded.
Oh, that's awesome.
They never gave me any problems. And then I have 2 brothers. I have 2 younger brothers, so I was a little bit like embarrassed, a little bit like, oof, I wonder if they're gonna see it like at some point because they're younger. No. So that was my brothers. There was a little bit of a challenge for me, but
they saw it and they were okay with it. They were cool.
I don't know. We never talk about it. We never talk about it.
It's like, I wonder,
know.
Like, their friends are like, dude, your sister's in Playboy.
yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I hear that Playboy opens a lot of windows too, opens a lot of doors, because a friend of mine, Katie Lohman, is also a Playmate. And
Oh,
she
nice,
said,
yes.
yeah, you know Katie.
Yes.
And Katie always says that it's good in the sense that you meet so many interesting people, it opens a ton of doors, but then it's bad in the sense that people can sex role stereotype you. And they stereotype you as this one thing. Has that been a challenge for you? It's been difficult?
Yeah, I do have to say that sometimes I felt like very objectified. And but luckily I was able to find good friends and balance that out. But I would feel, yeah, it was a little isolating, like, and also working like at the mansion and stuff. Like it was so weird. Like they put you on a pedestal, like everybody, like you're in the costume, and then you come home and then you're just like a person, and then you just wanna like, it kind of like took me like a little time to get back to like, wait, what just happened? It's like acting actually too. Like you just have to like know it's like your role, and you just have to play it, right? Because we're always like Playmate perfect, and then, but I'm also a human.
Right.
But no, you're not. You're a Playmate. You have to be like, it's all happy and fun, and you're not supposed to talk about your personal problems, and of course, but you're like, we have like a Playmate perfect kind of like rule list.
So what is Playmate perfect? It's like you have to be a certain
Fun,
thing.
yes, like fun and like outgoing and bubbly and just like not talk about yourself too much, but be very interested about other people's lives, and like, yeah, so there's a lot of like restrictions. I felt like the thing is, and I'm revealing too much, but I always had a problem because I'm kind of a rebel at heart, and I always was told like what to do, and I was like, that's really what I want to do, what I don't want to do. So I was always trying to like, I was always bad. Like, I was always like just not trying to like somehow get around it somehow. But I mean, not that like I would want to talk bad stuff about from. I didn't want to complain or anything, but I just didn't like to be told what to do. That's all.
Right. I mean, that's kind of who you are, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't need to be told that. Like but I guess they, when they had so many girls, they had to make sure that we understand what this is.
And maybe that's why I see you, because I was saying I don't see you as a typical Playmate, and I can't put my finger on it, and I don't know exactly what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're the rebel Playmate.
Yes.
That's what it is, and people see that's what you are. So, and you do so many other things too. Like I saw you in this amazing music video. Oh my gosh, I totally love it. I love this European dance music. It plays in my head at night when I'm sleeping, and it's your music video, I Get High. What was so interesting is like you have dark, shorter hair, you're a waitress, you've just kind of like morphed into this other character. Tell us about this. I love it.
Yeah, no, I had short hair. It was another way of me to rebel. When they say don't cut your hair, I just went for it.
Oh, they say that?
Yeah, at one point.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, short hair. But then they were okay with it, but they told us. Well, I've been always singing. That's kind of actually why I came to Los Angeles. I've always wanted to meet more people, like creative people, musicians, artists. I love artists. I love actors, musicians, anything that has to be. I like people with passion who are driven, by their dream or by their passion. And so, yeah, I've been doing music for quite a while, actually, all my life. And that video was a little bit of an experiment. I used to do more folky stuff, but then I just wanted to like do something different. But I had a lot of fun doing it and writing it and everything. So
yeah, because I saw you as a completely different person. I mean, do you think that you're perceived differently not being this sunny California blonde Playmate? And
in
all
the
of a sudden,
video?
Yeah, well, and just when you had your hair dark and it was shorter.
To be honest with you, I mean, I did love my short hair, but I also felt like my femininity was gone a little bit. So like my husband didn't really love it. But,
oh no.
I just felt it was a different kind of me. It was still me, but different kind of me. But I do prefer to have like something to play with. But I like change. I'm open to change. I wanted to see how it feels. But I had fun with it, although it was much more high maintenance than like long hair, of course.
Oh, seriously? The short hair?
Yeah, like to try to tame like short hair and make it like look good. Like takes time. So it's like, I think I'm gonna grow my hair back again
And make it blonde again.
make it just easy. You know, this is easy. Like I basically just, took a, like washed my hair last night and just went to sleep and that's it. Like, so I just want things like easy.
Yeah, it's so funny because you had mentioned change. And one thing that I think is so interesting about you is you are constantly changing, that you are an actress and you are a model. You're a Playboy model, a regular model. And you also do this tremendous work with charity that I think a lot of people, and especially even your Playboy fans, would be surprised that you went to Africa. And tell us about that, just a terrific experience.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually a vacation at first. I was going with my husband and his family, went on a safari. And I felt if I can, like, it was hard for me to enjoy the vacation when I saw like children without, like we went to visit a school and I was like, where do they sit? And they're like on the floor, like raw.
They were sitting on the dirt.
Just dirt.
Wow.
Like dirt. And I was like, wow, like that's really sad and made me just think about all the things I could possibly do. And I came back and started a little GoFund page and raised some money.
What did you say?
What did I say?
Like in the GoFundMe, you said, the reason why I'm doing this is because, these children don't have desks and I want to create desks.
So they didn't have, right. So they were sitting on dirt. So I talked to the teacher and he said, well, some kids don't want to go to school because it's hard for them to sit on dirt, and so they can focus and they have a hard time like learning. So I said, well, let's get them some desks, and then we did. So we got them like about 20 or 30 desks. So that was pretty nice.
Oh, that's just amazing. So just so people understand the difference between like what an American dollar can buy here versus what an American dollar can buy in Africa, just approximately like how much can $5 buy in Africa? Did it buy a desk, or how much money did you get from the GoFundMe project to be able to create all those desks?
I think we raised like $2,000, but
that's great.
I can tell you it was I think like one desk was either $60 or 20. I think most like 60. It's like, but it was like a long one where like maybe like 5 children can sit. It's not like a desk for 2. So yeah, but I mean, big dollar goes along, like, how do you say it?
Oh, like a dollar goes a long way over there.
A long way, for sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can do so much. Yeah, I mean, people build drinking well, like water wells, and they're also very important because we did go to a Maasai village and they have to walk so far to get their water. But there already was people who were working on that. So it's like, I'll just do something else, like the desk for the kids. Because there's so much you can do. I mean, there's anybody who goes there will find something, something.
So you have other plans as well to go there to do future desks, or more plans to do more charity?
I'm in touch with the people I work with, and they would tell me like if there's anything else, But sure, I will do it again, of course.
Oh, that's awesome! That's just so neat that you do that. And tell us more about your music. I mean, do you have any more plans for? Because I Get High. I don't really get high, but I love the song.
It's not really about that. It's about being with someone and just feeling like the butterflies and just feeling elevated because you're so in love.
And you recently got married too.
Yes. Well, it's been 5 years, but
I didn't realize it's been that long. Oh my gosh!
But it's been really nice. Yeah. Good.
Oh,
good husband.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm still working on my music. He's also a musician, so we sometimes work together. We sing together. It's like we don't do date nights. We just like, hey, you want to sing a few songs
and create.
Like that's more appealing to me than like going to like dinner or something. I'll just make dinner or whatever.
Right, make it at home.
But still, I'm still working on it. I think I just talked to a friend who's a musician, and he was like, well, you're a lifer. Like, you call yourself a lifer when you're just going to do that forever because you find so much satisfaction and you love being creative. And I like making things, like make something out of nothing,
Right.
Yeah, anything that has to do with that.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Marketa, for coming today. It was such a great time. It was so good seeing you again. On the next episode of Models Talk, I sit down with Lorelei Schellist, who shared with me why she had to work harder than most to gain success in the world of modeling.